Love, that enchanting emotion that lifts us to the skies. But what if that love blinds you? What if it turns into something deadly, causing you to forget your responsibilities, your family, and even the gods who created you? Hello, dear listeners. Today we are traveling back thousands of years into the depths of the Hittite and Hurrian worlds. We hold in our hands perhaps one of the first examples of a true novel in world literature. This is a story written centuries before Apuleius's The Golden Ass, before Layla and Majnun, before Romeo and Juliet. Today's hero is neither a king nor a god. He is one of us, the hunter Kessi, a man who ruined his life for the sake of love, someone whose foolishness makes us angry, yet for whom we secretly feel pity. Kessi is not actually an ordinary man. He grew up fatherless. According to legend, his father might have been the sun god or perhaps the storm god. In other words, he is a semi-divine, half-human orphan. But instead of boasting about this lineage, he became a master hunter who earned his living with toil. He lived with his mother, a dutiful son, who filled his belly with his catch and never neglected the share due to the gods. That is, until that day arrived. Kessi's life changes when he befriends a bad-hearted young man named Uditi. This friend has a sister of legendary beauty named Shintalimeni. The moment Kessi sees her, he is struck. And what a strike it is. Our master hunter turns into a madman for love in an instant. He marries Shintalimeni, likely moving into her family's home. But the problem is, Kessi refuses to leave the bedroom. He no longer goes to the mountains to hunt. He doesn't look at his mother's face, nor does he offer sacrifices to the gods. But the realities of life are harsher than the dream of love. Hunger begins to show its face. His mother begs and pleads. Reluctantly, Kessi leaves that warm bed and his beautiful wife Shintalimeni and takes the road to the mountains. But it is now too late. Kessi goes up to the mountain, yes, but the forests are silent. Because the gods he neglected are very angry with him. The goddesses of magic, Kamrashipa and Tetashapi, have intervened. Look at the wonderful description in the text. The gods have taken all the animals in the forest, the deer, the rabbits, the mountain goats, stuffed them into a huge sack, and hidden them where Kessi cannot see. Kessi wanders aimlessly from this mountain to that mountain. Not for 1 day, not for 5 days. For exactly 3 months. For 3 months, he cannot shoot a single thing. Hungry, thirsty, and miserable, he crawls through the mountains. And finally, he faints from exhaustion. At that moment, physical hunger is replaced by spiritual torment. Kessi falls asleep, but the dreams he sees are no different from the nightmares Gilgamesh saw in those dark cedar forests. In his dream, massive rocks roll down upon him. The hunter becomes the hunted. While chasing lions, he comes face to face with giant snakes. These dreams are his guilty conscience. They are the price of neglecting the gods and his mother. Finally, Kessi returns home empty-handed, his bag empty, his pride broken. He tells his dreams to his mother. Even though she is an old woman who has never climbed a mountain in her life, she understands the storm in her son's soul. Although the end of the tablets is broken, we can guess how the story ends. Kessi has learned his lesson from this traumatic experience. That naive lover is gone, replaced by a seasoned, mature man. He has cleansed himself of his love addiction and established a balance between duty and passion. Who knows, perhaps at the end of the legend, he even became a king of a nameless land. The legend of Kessi whispers this to us from thousands of years ago. Love is beautiful, yes. But if you ignore the values that make you who you are, your work, your family, and your faith, that love becomes not a paradise, but a labyrinth in which you are lost. Until we meet again in another legend, on another tablet. Goodbye, but stay in balance.